Snow drifts through the broken ribs of collapsed roofs, settling quietly on the ruins of a town that has forgotten what warmth feels like. Smoke still hangs in the air, long after the fires have died, carrying the bitter scent of burnt wood and something darker, something human. Germany is ending, but the cold lingers. Marta Keller moves through the rubble with her daughter pressed against her hip. Little Lotta, thin as a shadow, curls her fingers into the threads of her mother's torn coat. Marta's boots crunch over shattered glass, each step leaving a trembling print in the frost. Her body aches, not from walking, not from the winter, but from hunger so deep it feels carved into her bones. She hasn't eaten properly in days. Lotta even longer. Just a little farther, Marta whispers, though she has no idea where farther is. At the corner of a bomb-blasted street, she sees them, American soldiers, their silhouettes tall and alien against the pale morning. Their helmets glint. Their rifles hang relaxed. Their faces unreadable. Fear spikes through her like a sudden breath of ice. But hunger? Hunger is stronger. Marta steps forward, hands trembling, heart racing. And she begs. The approach? The Americans turn when they hear the crunch of her boots. One of them raises his hand, not to threaten, but to signal his comrades. Marta freezes. Lotta buries her face against her mother's stomach, small fingers clutching fabric that offers no safety. Snow collects in Marta's hair as she forces herself to speak. Bit of food. The word breaks halfway out of her mouth, as fragile as her hope. The tallest soldier steps forward. His face is young, shockingly young, cheeks still round with the softness of someone who, months ago, might have been delivering milk or fixing bicycles back home. His rifle is slung over his shoulder, untouched. He stops a few feet from her, studying her with an expression Marta doesn't recognize. Not hatred, not triumph. Something softer, something careful. Lotta peeks out with hollow eyes. The young soldier kneels so he's level with the child. He removes his gloves slowly, deliberately, as if sudden movements might shatter the air between them. His breath puffs like tiny clouds. Are you hungry? He asks, voice barely above a whisper. Marta nods. She feels her knees weaken, not from fear, but from the unbearable possibility of kindness. The soldier reaches for his pack, and Marta stops breathing. The soldier's fingers dig into his pack, pushing past metal, cloth, and ammunition. Marta braces herself for disappointment. Maybe he has nothing. Maybe he will turn her away gently. Maybe not gently at all. But then she hears it. A soft crinkle. Paper. Wrapping. Something intact. The young American pulls out a full ration bar, thick and brown and impossibly heavy-looking. Not crumbs, not scraps from a mess tin, not potato skins scavenged from a trash pile. A whole bar. Marta's breath trembles. Her mouth waters so suddenly it hurts. Lotta's eyes widen, pupils dilating as if her body remembers what hunger should feel like. The soldier hesitates, studying Marta, studying the hollow in her cheeks, the shaking of her hands. Then he extends the ration bar, not just to Lotta, but to Marta as well, as if offering a sacred thing. Marta reaches out, slow as melting ice. Her fingertips touch the wrapper, and she jerks back. Not from fear, from disbelief. No American she has imagined, not the monsters from German radio, not the brutes from the posters, would offer food. They were supposed to spit on her, strike her, mock her. Yet here he stands, offering life. Marta finally wraps her fingers around the bar, and her whole world tilts. Marta stares at the ration bar in her trembling hands as if it might disappear. The wrapper is smooth, warm from the soldier's body heat. It feels unreal, like something from a dream that survived the morning. Lotta reaches for it with both hands, but Marta hesitates. A lifetime of scarcity of ration cards and lies and fear presses down on her. Food this solid, this real, feels like a crime to touch. Take it, the soldier urges gently. His voice carries no urgency, no authority, only warmth. It is the warmth that breaks her. Marta tears the wrapper open with clumsy fingers, the scent hitting her immediately, sweet, dense, rich. Her stomach clenches painfully, as if waking from a long sleep. She breaks off a small piece. Lotta devours it instantly, chewing with wide, frantic eyes. Marta watches her daughter's face soften, just slightly, as the taste floods in. A small sound escapes the girl's throat, half relief, half disbelief. Marta wants to eat the rest. Every cell in her body screams for it. But she breaks off another piece instead, and offers it back to her daughter. The soldier watches her quietly. You should eat, he murmurs. Marta swallows hard. I can wait, she whispers. but she is shaking. The soldier watches Marta pass every crumb to her daughter, and something inside him tightens. He stands slowly, brushing snow from his knees, and reaches back into his pack. Marta's eyes track the movement, wary, confused, hopeful. He pulls out another ration bar, then another, then a small tin of cheese. Marta's breath catches. Her fingers curl against her coat as if to steady herself against a sudden gust of wind. This can't be real. This is more food than she has seen in weeks. Her instincts scream he will take it back. There is a trick. Kindness has a price. She steps backward without meaning to. But the soldier doesn't follow. Instead, he places the food carefully on a broken section of wall beside her, as if approaching a frightened animal. He motions gently, palms open. "For you," he says. "Not for the child. Not in exchange for anything. For her." Marta's eyes burn. Tears threaten, hot enough to shame her. She bites her lip until she tastes blood, not from pain, but from the overwhelming weight of receiving something she never expected. Dignity. Lotta tugs her sleeve. "Mama, can we keep it?" Marta nods slowly. But inside, her world is unraveling. Marta gathers the food with hands that no longer feel like they belong to her. The metal tin is cold. The ration bar is heavy, so heavy. It feels like she's lifting stones rather than nourishment. Lotta clutches her skirt with one hand and the opened bar with the other, crumbs dusting her fingers like tiny grains of hope. The soldier watches them quietly, his breath drifting in soft clouds. Snowflakes cling to his eyelashes. He looks nothing like the beasts described in German broadcasts. No snarling murderer, no cruel invader, just a tired young man with kindness in his posture and winter in his eyes. Marta's voice cracks when she finally speaks. Why are you helping us?" The soldier shrugs, but not carelessly, more like he doesn't know how to shape the truth into words. "No one should starve," he says simply. "War's over. People need to live again." Live again. The phrase hits her like a physical blow. Germany is rubble, ash, hunger. How does one live again after that? A gust of wind whistles through the ruins, carrying the echo of distant artillery, fading, like a storm drifting out to sea. Marta lowers her eyes. "Thank you," she whispers. But gratitude feels heavier than hunger.